Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Recently we got sent this scanner. It's a car scanner from the brand Kingbolen to test and review, and we're gonna see if it's actually worth it. It's really cheap, it's only like 30 bucks, so let's get into it. So we got the box right here. This is how it came. This is the model YA200. I did kind of unpackage it a tiny bit already, but I haven't used it at all yet, and this is what it looks like straight out of the box. It does have a manual with it as well, and a charging cable, so it is rechargeable, which is nice. And yeah, it's an OBDII scanner, so you just plug it right into your car. We actually have a car right here. This is one of our rebuilders that we've been working on, and it does have some blown airbags, so we're actually probably going to be testing it on that because it's sure to bring up some codes, and we'll see how good this thing actually is with that. So let's go test it out. All right guys, we're in the car here with the scanner. Just a quick note, I did mention that it's rechargeable, but it's not rechargeable. Pretty sure it just runs off the battery of the car. We did kind of plug it into the wall, but it was just saying that it's like USB. So you just connect it to your computer basically, and if you want to upgrade it later on. But for now, we got the car here, and the OBDII plug-in scanner is right here in the car. We're just gonna plug that in and see what happens. Oh, there we go, OBDII scanner. Oh, and it's in. Oh, I haven't peeled the screen off yet. Get that satisfying peel. Wow, that was crazy. So we got Diagnostics. Here, get a close-up. Diagnostics. Also, this is a really nice screen. That's one thing I like about it. It actually is pretty detailed, nice screen. You got battery. Oh, it's not touch screen. That's too bad. You got some buttons here to move around. It's kind of cool. We'll go into Diagnostics first, see what it says. It says detecting a bunch of stuff here. We got some information. Monitor, ignition type, spark. Wow, that's kind of cool. Okay. Read codes, stored codes. Let's do that one. Oh, there you go. We got a code already. Intake air temperature, sensor 2 circuit is high. Okay, that makes sense because we did mess around with the intake on this car. So that's one of the codes, and that's kind of cool. It gives you a big description, which is really handy too. So if you look at the top right, it shows you how many codes you have. This is only 1 out of 3. So if you press the down arrow, it actually scrolls to the next one. And it looks like we have a manifold absolute pressure circuit something or another. I don't know what that actually is, but my dad behind the camera might know.
Yeah, that's your map sensor. So yeah. You remember the air box is completely smashed on the car?
Oh yeah.
So that would have been related to that.
We also have an internal control module torque calculation performance. That's interesting.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, but apparently there's a code for that. So anyway, if we go back out now, there's pending codes, but I'm pretty sure there are some permanent codes that we want to look at. So here we go. We have some different, we have 4 that you can see. So internal control module torque, that's the same one we saw before. Camshaft position sensor or actuator, so that it sounds important.
Yeah, that was another one that was near the front where the radiator support got smashed.
Okay.
The front of the motor.
Yeah. Because this car was hit from the front. So that makes sense why there's a bunch of those. And then the air temperature sensor, and then a manifold absolute pressure sensor. So a whole bunch of sensors basically. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Surprised to see those.
Yeah, exactly. But what is interesting is I'm not seeing any airbag sensors or any codes for airbags, because we do have 2 airbags blown. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. No permanent code to that.
I don't see anything there yet.
No, but if we go back, let's see, there's a whole bunch of other things here, even live data. I'm curious about that.
That would be neat because that would be while the car's running. Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of other things that you can look at, but even an O2 sensor test, you can do a test. I'm actually surprised at how many things are in this small little thing. Usually a scanner like this is not that big or doesn't have very many options, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of features for a little thing like that.
Yeah, there's even a VIN button right here, and it will actually come up with the car's VIN number, which is really cool and can be handy, I guess.
Yeah.
And then if we go very back to the beginning, we were in Diagnostics. There's actually like a battery tester or something here. It shows you exactly how many volts your battery's at and all that. That's kind of neat. And then you have a DTC lookup, and that comes up with a whole bunch of different makes and models of all your brands. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so if you have a trouble code that you know you have, you can actually look it up in there.
And look it up in your car brand. So that's really cool. There's a lot of stuff, and then wow, you even have settings and all that. You can change all that. A lot of features are jam-packed in this tiny little thing, and for 30 bucks, that's pretty worth it if you want want to see your codes. And there was even an option to erase your codes and basically scan for more. And there's a lot of things you can do with this tiny little thing. And like I was saying before, you can even connect it to your computer. It said something about upgrading, so I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure you can do a lot more with this thing, which is also really cool. For how many codes there were in this car, I'm surprised that it picked up that many, and a lot we didn't even know about, really. The scanner itself is actually pretty well built. It's nice and sturdy. Good plastic. I like the screen.
Yeah, the screen is really nice. It's bright and
yeah, really good screen.
And for your average car owner, if all you're trying to do is look up some trouble codes, not necessarily a smashed up car like this one.
Yeah, exactly. Just make sure that your car is clean of codes, or you want to erase some maybe. It's got some nice solid buttons and pretty easy to navigate throughout. For how cheap it is, I think it's pretty worth it for getting this thing.
It's a really decent product for that price.
Yeah, comment down below what you guys think about this, if you would buy it for $30 or less or more, depending on where you are. But I don't know, I kind of like it. So that's gonna be about it for this review of this scanner. This is the Kingbolen YA200. Link in the description below. Subscribe, stay notified for the next video we do, and I'll see you guys then. See ya. Recently, we got sent this OBDII, that's gonna be hard to say.